See my color line this morning.
Good morning, Dan. We're just taking off. We have our fingers crossed. We're not going to come through here ever again.
Stay in the middle.
Okay. We're trying to get out of this, so Mrs. Speck has to give me directions on how to get to the road we want to get to. This time I'm not over full. You sure we're going the right way?
Sí.
We have to go back around?
Sí, remember we have to do a loop-de-loop.
Okay, go back the way we came.
Stephen Andrews is here.
Good morning, Stephen.
I'm not checking the chat much. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, because we have to figure out a way to get out of here.
We're going straight.
Go back the way we came, loop around, get back on the road we were on yesterday, and then find the cutoff to the road we want to get on, because we do not want to stay on that same road anymore. And it's not because of how bad the road is.
Okay, stay to the right. That's where the loop-de-loop is. Yeah.
In 500 meters, exit right.
Okay, is there a name or something?
It should be. But
I don't think I'm going to be coming here to be buying any cars either. I don't care how nice they
Exit
are.
right to Veracruz, Puebla Centro.
Okay. Veracruz.
Puebla Centro. Loop-de-loop.
Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Well, at least we don't know.
Why is it showing us maybe live?
You have to log into the right one. That was the old one.
Steven asked if it's not a nice city.
We didn't really go into the city, but I don't think it is. I mean, you can tell it's just not nice. Where are we going now? Straight?
In 600 meters,
Yeah.
stay to the left to Puebla.
Jesus. Really bad roads here. A few other reasons. We'll get into that once we get on the correct highway. I'm heading to Puebla. Am I getting off?
Puebla Centro. Yeah.
Stay to the left to Puebla.
Okay. So this is 150D.
Sí. We need to exit the 140D in a minute.
How far up is
Continue
that?
straight for 7.4 kilometers to Mexico 150D, Puebla, Orizaba, Puebla.
I want 140D.
Let me see. It's not for a bit. Now, okay, there you go.
Okay. How you doing, guys, this morning?
Okay, so
Speed camera ahead.
speed camera.
Yeah, we're in Puebla. Though.
Stop. Steven Andrews says, lovely morning, hope you slept well. And Dan says, Ohio roads.
We slept, Stephen. I was sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up. There was cold air in the room, and I didn't see any way to make it warmer. So my nose was breathing cold air all night. Not the best situation when both of us were getting over being sick.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay.
The room was nice. The hotel was nice. The breakfast buffet was really good. Not as good as Guadalajara, but
It was one of the good ones.
yeah.
I didn't particularly like the breakfast buffet, just as a preference, because I don't like Mexican southern food. But
For me, you're right. The eggs did have a bunch of salt in it. The eggs with ham
yeah,
had a bunch of salt in it. But the pork with the potatoes, they called it stroganoff. Have you guys ever heard of pork stroganoff? It's always beef stroganoff, right? But they called it pork stroganoff. But there were good little pieces of pork and with potatoes, very, very little spice to it. So I ate a little bit of that and a lot of the eggs and ham and 2 small cups of coffee. And they had no jello, so
how many cups of coffee did I have? Like 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bit too much.
I just miss coffee though.
That was a bit too much.
Yeah, but it was decaf, so I probably will fall asleep anyway.
Yeah.
Speed camera ahead.
But yeah, I miss coffee, so I just had 4 cups of decaf coffee.
They were really small cups, though.
Believe in yourself is here.
Good morning, Believe.
Steven Anderson says no, never pork.
It's weird, but you know they did have the menu. They had like up on it. There were 2 TV screens that looked like it was a chalkboard, and it had it in Spanish and English. So that was nice. Not that I needed it in English, but you know I always have to ask because there were a plate of potatoes, and it said basically adobada, which is like kind of a barbecue type thing. I said, is it a little picante? He says, yeah, just a little. Okay, so well, when you say little, that's a lot for me, but nothing for her. So, okay, I'm not touching.
It also depends on the area you're at.
Yeah. So I had a little bit of the pork. They had no jello for dessert. Mrs. Beck had more watermelon.
I love watermelon. The watermelon here was pretty good because it's the cold weather. The watermelon likes the cold weather, so.
Speed camera ahead.
I don't know how much internet we're gonna have because we're gonna be going through hills and mountains to get to the next state. We chose a different route than this one here because, well, later on when there's more people here, we'll get into why. But it seems to be a straighter route without so many curves through the mountains.
Yeah.
At 1 kilometer. Use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left.
Okay.
Jay's here.
Good morning, Jay. How's your Sunday?
Speak camera. Jay says, no, Believe says it's almost time for my morning pot of tea. What kind of tea? I didn't have tea this morning. I just miss coffee too much, and I had some coffee. But I usually do have tea in the morning.
I will give the waiter, he was right on top of us. You're halfway down. Mrs. Beck was halfway down on the coffee. He took her coffee cup and filled it up for her.
Yeah.
He was right there taking the dirty plates off, everything. And then he gave us this little.
8 kilometers. Continue on Mexico 150D. Puebla, Orizaba, Roda.
And then he gave us this little piece of paper that says, please scan this and rate me. So we did.
Yeah.
But he was on top of everything. And I left him 50 pesos.
Jesus must be English. Jay Believe says currently minus 21 Celsius there. Oh, it's cold.
We're starting in the 50s here, Fahrenheit.
Last night it went down to 45, I think. 44, something like that.
Probably colder in our room.
Yeah.
I would just like to get out of here, get out of the city, get out on the open road. I filled up the truck, but the pump kept turning off. It wouldn't let me overfill it. So we're starting it. We've gone 13 kilometers and we're under a full tank already. And we're heading up into the mountains.
Speed camera ahead.
So maybe in like, if there's a gas station in an hour, I just want to fill up again to make sure we can get through the mountains.
Okay.
I don't want to take any chances. But remember, we're supposed to deliver the truck
With only
with like a quarter of a tank.
Yeah.
So I'm more worried about getting through the mountains. So
Yep.
there's not going to be any gas up there.
Use the left 2 lanes to continue straight.
Use the left 2 lanes. Yes, right.
Okay. How far up is 140D? Quite a
Yeah,
ways.
quite a ways, yeah.
Okay. Because this is where they told us don't drive.
No, is that we already passed it?
We already passed it. I didn't see any overpasses on the road we came in on. It was all flat, just little bridges.
Okay.
Continue on Mexico 150D, Puebla, Orizaba, Oda.
There's a more northern route that we could have taken that puts us through Costa Rica in
Continue
Veracruz,
straight
and then we come down the coast of Veracruz. And I think we're gonna go that way next time to stay completely away from the Mexico City area.
So you want to make it all the way to Costa Rica next time?
Yeah. It's about 800 kilometers. And then 400 down.
We'll be arriving at night though.
That depends how early we leave. It's a weekend too. We can do the same thing. We can stop in Querétaro or something. We have to look at a map.
Querétaro was nice.
Yeah, there was a YouTuber that was an American that was living there. He married a local girl. But haven't seen him. He was the ex-boyfriend of the one that had the mercury poisoning.
Ah, okay.
But they haven't been on in a long time. So I don't know what happened to them.
Speed camera ahead.
Jay says 2 degrees Fahrenheit here. Dan says, what's up with this bridge?
That must be a different level. I don't know.
Yeah. No, wait. Steven says, Burr, guys, above me 41 degrees here at 7:11 a.m.
Yeah.
Steven Andrews says, yeah, Dan, I was wondering too, is the road above you a toll road? No, it's just because we're on
We haven't paid any tolls yet.
it's freeway. No, highway, no, freeway. It's a freeway, so there's several like shoots. So how do you
All these lanes coming into.
Yeah. Jesus
Is that a
inspect, do you
funeral
see-
vehicle? Or
huh?
just a religious vehicle?
Religious vehicle.
What a waste of a truck.
Hold on, Jay says, Mrs. Peck, do you see the live stream stats after the stream? I'm curious what the views that you get during the live stream are. Are you filming horizontal or vertical? Yeah, I do see the stats. Popmobile. I do see the stats. I don't always pay attention to them, but yeah, I do see the stats after the stream. I am filming horizontal.
I don't like. If we were filming vertical, you wouldn't be able to see any of the panoramic view.
Yeah.
So it's better for you guys, even though YouTube doesn't like it. My lives would get much more views, many more views if they were in the vertical, but that would be worse for you guys. So I'm not going to do that. As you know, Jay, because you've taken classes on that. See, this is where they would throw rocks from. Boulders. This really should not be a long drive. It's like less than 4 hours to get to where we need to go. But it's going through the mountains and the curves and everything else to get there, so it's probably going to seem like longer. last gas station that I just filled up in, the pump is saying the price was $22.89 per liter. But when I pulled up, there was 10 liters that had been dispatched, and the price was 24 something. So there's something going on with that pump, and it's stealing. It's robbing. It's charging more for the liters that they're giving you. They're charging 24 something per liter. So somebody's pocketing the rest.
Yeah.
Staying on Veracruz.
Unfinished project this year?
Good morning, Unfinished Project.
Yeah, staying straight.
What I need is a paper map. We at the hotel, they had a computer that we looked at the map. I can't do anything on a phone. It's just too small. I need to see more of a view. So we did look at that and chose an alternate route.
Reduced speed ahead.
Is today a holiday or something?
I don't know.
Why are there so many religious trucks driving around? I know it's Sunday, but still.
Could be a local religious thing.
And there's people walking. I hope 140D is not as bad as this one. We didn't ask the local guy that.
Reduced speed ahead, it says.
Maybe for the gas station.
I'm gonna exit left, right? Yeah, we're gonna exit right up ahead.
Are we?
Yeah, to go to 140D.
Okay. Just tell me when. Once we get onto 140D, then you can pay a little bit more attention to the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I can keep an eye on the gas gauge.
1 kilometer. Exit right.
¿Te respondió Philip?
Yeah, I'm glad you guys made it. I didn't tell him anything about the truck pulling. I didn't tell him anything about the speedometer not bouncing around all day long. I didn't even want to mention it yesterday when we were driving.
Yeah.
I didn't want to jinx anything.
Okay, we're gonna exit right up ahead.
These are like construction people. So I don't get the.
No,
Exit right to Jalapa. Veracruz Quota via
exit
Quota.
right.
So this is 140D, does it say?
See.
Okay. Good. I hope it's a better road. And I hope we didn't just step into the fire from the frying pan.
In 1 kilometer. Continue straight.
Thank you for that. Oh, that's why. Caseta de Cobro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't need this
To
anymore.
the toll booth.
Oh, the OXXO had the card. It was 150.
Not today.
I know.
Okay.
Continue on Casita de Cobro a Mozart.
107.
Is this recording?
I don't know. Buenos días. ¿Cómo está la carretera?
Está bien.
Está bien, está abierto. Tranquilo.
A 23 se cambió.
Gracias. Okay, that guy just said that it's completely open.
Straight for 38.4 kilometers to Mexico 140D, a Mozart, P route.
So there's no, we got like 40 kilometers left till the next toll booth. That's good. So the guy said it's completely open and it's calm. The highway's calm. Nothing's going on up here.
Let me take off my jacket.
So that's a positive. Again, we're never been on here, so don't know what we're gonna find. If it's gonna be worse than the last one or better than the last one. We're going just a little bit farther north. This is like an arc to the north, but it's basically, this is 7 kilometers longer than the other one. But we chose this one because it was recommended for security.
Jay says if you use StreamYard, you can do both simultaneously. Yeah, but you can only use StreamYard on a computer, as far as I know. You cannot use it on a tablet or phone. Steven Andrews says, okay, last live stream says 458 views.
Ours?
Yeah.
Okay.
British Magics. Wait.
Okay, so we're on a 2-lane road, so headlights go on.
Jay says 5 de febrero, perhaps? No.
No, that was last week. That was earlier.
La batalla de Puebla es el 5 de mayo, ¿no?
Huh?
La batalla de Puebla.
Yeah, that's 5
5 de mayo. Steven Andrews says Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, but I don't think so.
Nobody is marching behind a religious truck for Super Bowl Sunday.
Lone Range Garage is here.
Good morning, Lone Wrench.
Jay says stop driving over the bumps, spec.
Is that better?
Lone Range.
Any more internet driving tips?
Lone Range says, where's your adventure taking you today?
We're supposed to end up in the state of Veracruz. We're going to the port of Veracruz, where tomorrow we're going to deliver this truck
Sorry, this is me.
so it can be shipped over to Florida.
Can I move this? This is all.
We've never been on these roads before, this road, so we don't know what we're in for. The truck we're already down under a full, so let's see where we go. Yesterday I got 370 kilometers out of the tank that I filled up, and I still had, I think, 3/8 of a tank left, which we could have gone a lot more, but we ended up, we got to where we were going. But this is going to be up and down because we're going through mountains. I tried keeping the speed at 120 yesterday and not doing a lot of accelerating and passing big rigs and stuff like that, so I think that's why I got so many, so the fuel mileage was so good.
You didn't saw, guys, but that sign right there that we just passed, it said let others pass through, like on the middle, like in between you and.
Yeah, you have to move over if somebody wants to pass you.
Yeah, so it is legal here and it is encouraged.
Yeah.
So don't freak out if we don't go through the middle, or if someone else goes through the middle.
Well, there's not a lot of traffic here right now, so I don't expect I'm going to be passing a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Or even want to pass a whole lot of people. And I don't see anything behind me. So, but it's still early. It's 9:30 in the morning here.
Yeah.
On a Sunday when I guess the whole town is walking behind Chevy trucks. But that's good. Let them do that if they think it helps them.
It must be a religious lady.
Yeah, well, the thing in the back of the truck, is a religious sculpture or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, different towns have different religious things.
Yeah.
Or
So that's one reason I'd never live here. Not the biggest reason, but one.
And when my sister used to live up on the mountain, they used to have so many religious parties so often, and they used to throw fireworks for the religious parties.
I don't really like being out here by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I want to at least catch up to another vehicle.
But so far so good.
Yes. Looks like they did some controlled burns around here. Something California never does. just a little bit to the right. What's the speed limit here? 100?
100. I was sleeping okay, but the bed was a bit small.
Guys?
It was not a queen. It was
No.
a twin.
No, sure wasn't.
It was only a twin. We're not used to sleeping that tightly together anymore. Both of us are
You.
snoring. No.
We have to remember to rate the temperature in the room before getting in bed.
The problem with that is that
I should have turned it up to 50.
I get hot at night and I wake up sweating. And I actually last night I woke up and I wasn't sweating. It was surprising. So
Next to a mall, but it was an outlet mall. Which had all of the main brands, Dolce & Gabbana and Abercrombie and Fitch, all of those, but a Levi's store. And the sale in the Levi's store was 3 for 2. So that's not really a sale. That's not really outlet merchandise. Because an outlet is supposed to be the stuff that they can't sell out of their other stores. They bring it over there to sell it really cheap and just get it out of their lives.
yeah.
But no, that was not the situation. And then the Flexi store, wow, they give you 10% off. Isn't that nice? 10% off. Yeah, that was not really an outlet store. It was just a mall that had a whole bunch of name brands. But no Dairy Queen. I needed a Dairy Queen.
Not that we could see, no.
No.
There was some gelato type place, but it was really expensive. Although I did, but I was craving it. Like when I saw it, it looked really tasty.
Steven, I saw the comment you left on yesterday's live. We appreciate the comment, but did you see the answer that Jay Weiss left? That you said that we should have a nice dinner, and Jay Weiss said McDonald's. As it turns out, we went to a restaurant called Vips, and
Shouldn't they know about this?
no, it's only here. And and Mrs. Speck did not like her food.
No.
And I ordered supposedly it was a New York steak, and I wanted it just a little bit more than medium. Of course, it didn't look like the picture on the menu, and the meat was hard, and the bill came to like 700 pesos with the tip. And the thing is that McDonald's was right there too, and the bill would have been about 350. And we're up at the top. We need to get out of the hills before we're going to be able to do anything. We need to get out of the hills before we're going to be able to do anything.
That's gonna be a problem.
The hills all the way.
That's gonna be a problem.
The hills all the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elote.
Elote.
Still connected. We got a straight shot.
No, I think it's connected.
Are we back, guys?
Last 6,700 was blessing.
Thank you, Steven. And yes, I wish we went to McDonald's. We could have saved the money and had better food.
Steven says back again, but it's very intermittent.
Yeah, we're mean, there's civilization over there, so that may be where we're getting the internet from. Not a lot of traffic here, so we don't have to do a lot of moving over.
Sounds cool.
And relatively few trucks. But since this bus is passing, I have to move over because he's now in my lane. I do tend to jinx things by saying things.
Yeah.
I've had that power a long time. Looks like this is an agricultural area. Sugar cane over here, maybe? That they harvested?
Maybe, but it's not sugarcane area, is it?
I don't know. That doesn't look like corn.
Maybe it's
There
sugarcane.
is.
9.4 kilometers. Stay to the left to Mexico 140D, Abusa, Europe.
Perote. I really need new glasses.
Steven says scary. I'm assuming to the bus passing you.
Yeah, it's common though. You really got to pay attention. You're not gonna put a car on full self drive and drive out here in Mexico. You're not gonna do it because the Tesla would probably freak out if that happened, or it may not have seen it in the first place. If the bus is completely white, it's not gonna see it, and then you're gone.
Lester's here.
Good morning, Lester. I hope you're feeling well. You got to look behind you as much as in front of you. 'Cause that guy raced up on me. I didn't see him. I'm at 120 kilometers per hour right now, and these guys are screaming past me. I think the bus is going a little bit slower than that, though.
Yeah. Let me put my jacket on my arm. It's burning me up.
Almost down to 3/4 of a tank. I've gone 61 kilometers.
Lester is feeling well, and says, and you and Mrs. Beck?
We're here, Lester. So 2 kilometers for the toll booth.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep steady last night. The room had cool air in it, so I was breathing cool air most of the night, which is not a good thing when we're trying to get over being sick. So yeah, it wasn't the most restful sleep. And when they said that it was a queen size bed in the room, it was not. Because of my arthritis, when I lay down in bed, I put my hands flat, my hands down flat, spread out on the bed. That's how I go to sleep. So I don't, because the natural position for my hand is curled up, you know, like somebody with rheumatoid arthritis would be. So I purposely put my hands like that, at least so I can start sleeping like that. And the bed was kind of small, and it didn't give me much room to do that.
Steven Andrews says, now you have a rabbit to flush out ahead.
Yeah. But we're not worried about police out here. We're worried about bad guys. How many people are in here?
Actually, we'll welcome
Yeah,
police.
definitely welcome the National Guard out here. How many people are in here?
8.
Okay. Last night, we rented the hotel room and then asked, okay, so how do we get to the mall? Because the mall is
It's next.
past some gates. There was fences, there was parking lot, there was all kinds of stuff. They said, oh, we'll let you out the back gate here. And it was like 4-minute walk to the parking garage, and then you go in there. Okay, so they did that. But the lady that opened the gate for us, she asked where we're from. We told her, where are you going? We're going to Veracruz. Oh, that's a very dangerous road you're going on. Oh yeah, the one that we were on, the 150D, that's very dangerous. They're attacking people. They're hurting people. They're killing people out there, and you really don't want to go there. So then, okay, that put thoughts in our head. So then we went to dinner, and Mrs. Speck sent a message to one of her co-workers that lives in the area, and he said, yes, that has been happening, but if you drive during the day, your chances are it's going to be fine. Well, I don't want to take those chances. So, we were thinking about that all night. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? Are we going to drive straight through the city and, come out on the other end and avoid some stuff? So after we had the breakfast buffet, we sat down at a computer. We used a computer at the hotel, and we looked at our options, and it said, okay, the 150D, which is the one we were on with the horrible road, which was kind of, it dips south. That's the one they were talking about. And then there's one that goes a little bit north, which is the one we're on now, 140D. Mrs. Speck asked the internet, is 140D safe? They said, yes, 140D is safe, much safer than the 150D, because 150D has a lot more assaults and a lot more problems. The employee we asked there told us basically the same thing, that, it has been happening on 150D. And so this is what we chose. Okay, I'm assuming we could use money.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the one we chose because I didn't want to take that chance. Of course, something could happen here too. That's why we're.
Continue straight for 39.5 kilometers to Mexico 140D.
That's why we're keeping an eye out. 122.
What's this? Oh, it's trash.
Buenos días. 122. Gracias.
¿Qué te iba a decir? Oh, Lester asked if because of the bed issue we're not gonna stay in the hotel again.
I would stay in that hotel again, but it's one of the negatives is how you get in there and how you get out, because it's kind of in an odd position where to get out, if we wanted to get back on the road like we did this when we left the hotel, you have to leave because it's a one-way street, come back around, get back on like a freeway, turn off, make a U-turn, come back around, come back to where we started, and then you could go. It's like all of these U-turns all over the place. One of the ways the bad guys stop people is on these overpasses that go across the highway. They will throw down boulders that come through your windshield and likely kill you, and then they will rob you and everything else. So every time I go past one of these overpasses, I'm looking to see if there's any movement up there, because if there is, I'm moving over to the other side or whatever. I'm not gonna allow that to happen.
Let's just a smart move to change road.
I don't think we had any choice. I could not take a chance of something happening to the truck after all of this.
Yeah.
After everything we've done and the paint and, my reputation and everything else. The next time we do this, if there is a next time, we're going to take a more northern route that's going to take us to a higher point in Veracruz. And get out of the way. A higher point in Veracruz, and then stay there in Poza Rica, and then it's about a 4-hour drive down the coast of Veracruz to the port. And I think that's a safer route. But we would have to also see how many kilometers it is, and if we're going to have to maybe stay, at an intermediate, at another point in between. So I don't know. We will have to see. But I don't want to take this route again. That road we were on yesterday was horrible and did damage to the truck. It's not worth it. But if we start off in Mexico City, then we're gonna have to take a different route. It's a straight shot to Veracruz, like 400 kilometers
Yeah.
to get there. We haven't been on that road either. And then we have to contend with, sometimes there's protests and people take over the toll booths, and they block them, so you can't get through at all.
Leslie says, how do you plan to get back home?
We're flying home.
Yeah. Taking a bus will be like a day and a half, maybe 2 days. And it's just too much. It's way too much.
No, I can't sit on a bus that long.
So we decided to fly home. It's not that expensive, and it is a layover, but it's not that long. The layover is like 3 to 5 hours. So
If there's a direct flight to Guadalajara, we could probably take a bus from there,
no,
which is 12 hours from there on the
I
bus.
wouldn't make it in time for work.
No, you wouldn't. But you've only been off work one day so far.
Steven Andrew says, next fairly large town looks like Jalapa.
Yeah, it's quite a ways up there. And I should have enough fuel to get there. But we're supposed to have under a quarter of a tank when we deliver it to the customs agent. So I have to plan for that too. But I'm worried about being low on fuel going through the mountains up and down and up and down, and there not being any fuel stations. I don't want to miscalculate.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
I find it funny that they're tracking us on the map.
Well, why not?
I know, and it just tickles me.
It's not like we have an air tag on the truck.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, there's not a lot up here, which is good and bad because it's highly unlikely there's going to be bad people up here, because they would have to drive 60 kilometers to get here. So why wouldn't they just do the bad stuff where they are, right? There's no civilization out here. So, see, on this thing, we're looking for any movement up there. Because if a guy's up there with a boulder, and I'm talking about one that's big enough to probably 2.5 feet wide, big enough, that he would be up there ready to throw it. It's not like he's gonna see us coming and then like it's a pebble and just throw it over. No, he's gonna be prepared. So I would have time to avoid it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That's why they usually do it at night, so you can't see it. That's another reason why we can't drive at night. But I've heard lots of stories about the roads around Puebla, which is the town we just stayed in, which is where they'll put big rocks in the road, and with these little cars, it'll knock your oil pan out, so then your car doesn't run anymore, and then they rob you, they steal everything you have, and then you're stuck on the side of the road with nothing and a car that doesn't run.
Yeah.
And if you try to run away, they'll open fire and kill everybody in the car.
Well, let's change the subject.
Huh?
Let's change the subject.
Yeah. I'm just telling them why we changed.
Yeah.
Why we changed to this road.
Oh, that's nice.
And hopefully this is going to be safer, because why would anybody be out here? Especially with so few cars on a Sunday.
Leslie says, what? You haven't found my air tag yet?
No notification on the phone.
No.
Why am I in this lane? I want to be in the far right. I guess this is a passing zone for this side, which isn't really necessary because the whole road is a passing zone. I wonder what gear I would be in if this was a manual. Probably in third gear, maybe second. We're not in a big rush. We have basically all day to get there.
Yeah.
We can't go to the hotel until 3 p.m. anyway.
I haven't gotten the hotel room by now.
No. Do you have the number and everything?
I have the app.
Okay.
You get it on
stop at a gas station or something. Oh, we're coming up to a tunnel, so
Turn on your lights.
our lights are on. The other way, you little ugly car.
Magnite?
Magnite.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
He's also going to Veracruz. Heading home.
Sounds like
And now I can build some gas mileage here. And if you... It's already sold. It's already sold.
ah. You haven't done the update.
Updated.
I know, but it's gonna keep asking me.
Golf. Understand. 00100011122. 00100011122. I know there's no choice. That's how pissed off I am about it. Hopefully there'll be a valet or something for a while. Hopefully there'll be a valet or something for a while. Hopefully there'll be a valet or something for a while.
How you read the book, Cumbres?
I don't know what that.
How you read the book, Cumbres?
I don't know what that is.
How it's translated in English. But it's a classical book.
A classic book.
Classic.
Rampa del Frenado. I don't think I need that. Yes, I'm keep putting my foot on the brake. I don't know what I'm getting into here. Still going farther down.
They were back.
Are we back?
Let's see.
Big old butt. That is a bad situation. Wanna go past me? Go on, you Chevy something. Not getting that close to the wherever the
Really?
Yeah, the railing.
We're going straight.
Could have sworn that was an SUV.
Is there an SUV?
Get on your side.
We're going straight.
21.7 miles per gallon it's reading. Because I just came down the hill without having my foot on the gas. Hypermile it. If there's some flat areas, we may be able to get all the way there with the fuel we have. But I don't know.
Danny Boyd said, said screw the color line and jumped in the shower instead. Okay.
Isn't Steve coming on soon, Dan? And Believe may take off to go. Believe, are you going to go watch Steve also? Let's see, what does it say? Turn your headlights on. My headlights are on. We're on a 2-lane road. Of course they're on. So there's a little bit of civilization. There's a lot more over there. I don't think this is a city though.
Believe says I am just under 2 hours still till Steve.
Really?
Dan says Steve is on in another 2 hours. I'll get the cooler line in a few days when it warms up out there.
Okay.
Very good is here.
Good morning, Barry. Hope you're doing well. Here's some Hells Angels here. Yeah, they're way too comfortable to be the Hells Angels. Modern bikes. 120, which is actually like 114, right?
Yeah.
Just for gets and shiggles, how far ahead is the gas station?
Student says some of us thieves are on now. What? Oh, there's another Steve.
Steve Layton I'm talking about. He does a Sunday live. Not every Sunday, but he does a Sunday live. Yeah, Steve Leto, the attorney, does a Sunday live.
The next gas station is 11 kilometers. It's on the other side.
Okay. Well, I'm at 3/4 of a tank. How about after that? What does it say?
Let me check.
We could probably get to Jalapa, right?
The next one after that is 53 kilometers.
Okay, that's fine.
There's supposed to be a car on the side of the road over here.
We've seen a lot of broken down vehicles, haven't we,
Yeah.
on this trip?
He's not quite on the side of the road.
Huh?
He's not quite on the side of the road.
No. That little gray car is probably the one they're talking about.
Yeah.
And the red truck is helping them out. If we lose internet service, do you use data to make a phone call?
Yeah.
Okay. Just asking.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for me.
In 9 kilometers. Continue on Mexico 140D, Lamoza, Road.
Dan says, gonna fire up my other computer and have dual live streams.
Oh, thank you, Dan.
Dan says pretty much every Sunday.
Yeah, he likes to take like 1 week a month off, right, Steve? Right, Dan? That's what I've noticed. Although it's winter time where he is, so if he snowed in, he's just gonna do the live. There's nothing else to do. I think he should be taking his Viper out in the snow and doing donuts. Even though it doesn't have a roof, that'll make it more interesting.
Where are my chips?
Don't start eating. We just had breakfast.
I wanna eat.
No,
Why don't you let me eat?
we just had breakfast. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
I don't care.
You didn't even buy me a Milky Way.
I was thinking I'll buy more chips.
Your money is for tolls. The water was for an emergency, like my dry lips.
Do you want some cola?
I don't even know if that stuff helps.
It does too.
Are we still on?
Yep.
Wow, we've been on for a long time.
No? What?
I thought it was closed. Guess you don't want that.
Steven says, I have 3 of you open right now.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Can you hear my voice 3 times? I know there's a slight delay between the time I say it and the time you hear it. Did you guys see any of the tunnel at all? Or did it go out quickly?
I think it went out quickly.
'Cause again, there is a delay.
Dan says, I have you on my Windows 11 PC, AVD, on my Ubuntu Linux machine.
Dan, are you going to tell anybody on Steve's live that we're driving across Mexico? there's not really much to see. But every one of these lives we ended and it says there's 1 or 2 new subscribers.
Yeah.
So people must be watching even though they're not coming in and commenting.
Yeah.
You know, telling us who they are. Because I was talking to a client just before we left, and I told him we were going to be live all 3 days, driving across Mexico to deliver the truck. So, you know, come and join us. But I don't know. It may have been one of the new ones that were on there. I don't know. I don't know what their name is. I only know what their real name is.
Steven says yes, it echoes. Very freaky. And Dan says yes.
Yeah. Tablet, you mean?
Yeah.
At least you can see the comments.
In 1.5 kilometers. Use the left 3 lanes to continue straight.
Which means there's a toll booth.
Looks like it.
Yeah, that's what it says right there. This road is so much better than the one that we were on yesterday. Even with these patches, they didn't leave it elevated so you could feel it like the people did over there. It was crazy how horrible their work was. Okay, so there's the gas station over there, which I don't really need right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in the middle of mountains. I don't know if you guys can see that big mountain over there. The amounts of the tolls have been reasonable today.
Continue on Mexico 140D, Amozoc, Hero. Approaching a toll booth.
Can you get some water out, please?
Yeah.
Continue
After-
on Casita
after
de
the
Cobro
money.
Cantona. Continue straight for 24.2 kilometers to Mexico 140D.
197. See, I had to go and say
Hero,
something.
Quota.
Happened again. Buenos días.
Finish this one.
Gracias.
Finish this one. Wait. That was a point, I think. Oh well.
Just put your emergency brake on when you're changing a tire, man. No passing.
No pasa.
Okay, 76 kilometers to Jalapa. 32 to Perote.
Perote.
It says no passing, dipshit.
Let me see. Faith Bernard is here.
Good morning, Faith. Hope you're doing well today, this
Awesome.
Sunday.
Also, Patrick is here.
Good morning, Patrick.
And Stephen Andrews says, hello, I have another channel. I have you on here too. Stephen Andrews, R2B.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it. Hopefully, at some point, we can get up to our watch hours. These lives are helping a lot.
Yeah.
Although I won't see how they help us for another week. It takes a week to process them and get them into the system.
Yeah.
So, but in last month, when we did the lives last month, we had over 600 and something watch hours for the month, which is much more than I usually get because nobody watches my videos.
You did new videos.
I plan on doing a video on the vehicles that I've sold over the last 2 years to get it up to date, to show people, yes, I actually do sell vehicles and deliver them. And then I want to do a video on this specifically, on this truck, from the beginning to where we found. If you can, roll the window down a little bit and stick it in there.
I don't want to block.
On the Ford Fairmont, the Mexican Ford Fairmont, also comes with the engine, the transmissions.
Father Carafano's here.
Good morning, buddy. Thanks for joining.
Faith Bernard says, yeah, I'm doing okay. Got COVID, but I'm getting better.
COVID?
Better.
COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Steven Andrews says, just make your description video.
When I do the video on the Fairmonts, I'm going to include, you know, the starting from 1978, the different models that were available, the box top, the four-door, the station wagon, the Squire, even.
Marco says, what mode of transportation to get back home?
We are flying home. It's not going to be a direct flight because we live in a fairly small town, so there's nobody in the southern part of Mexico going directly to us, so we may end up flying into Culiacan, which is 2 hours from us. Then we get on a bus and go home from there. How long gets us home? Or was the flight directly to Mochis?
No, it was Culiacan.
Oh, okay.
The Mochis, it was only a handful of days a week.
Yeah. And never the days we need it.
No. I mean, I'll check before anything, but
Yeah.
yeah. Can I have a cookie?
You can have whatever you want.
You said I couldn't.
You want to eat a whole bag of potato chips?
No, I only have one open from yesterday.
No, I'm only saying it once.
Okay.
My powers are stronger.
Good food last night.
No, we restaurant that we know, but we usually get breakfast there. Breakfast is good there because I can eat breakfast. I can eat eggs. I can eat, you know, stuff like that. Those with mole, I think they were. Steak. And I did not enjoy it at all, and we paid for the privilege because it was twice as much as eating at McDonald's. We should have just ate at McDonald's and been done with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, we would have known the quality of the food and the price. Of course, I would have had to have taught them how to make my food. It's not all that difficult.
Patrick is turned on live chat. Seems you to be selected as to put the display.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to change it to all messages every time the chat like. Patrick says Steve, Buddy, and everyone else. Believe says Patrick older. Yeah. I'm boarding my arm. Stay on my arm.
It's only 10:20 in the morning here, and the sun is already that hot.
Yeah.
I know you guys are jealous, but it is an issue here.
Yeah.
Motorcycle in the middle of nowhere. Big balls.
This says to God, it always defaults back to top chat. Yeah, I have to keep an eye on it every time because I'm looking at the road, I'm looking at the phone, I'm looking at the other phone, and whenever I turn back, I have to pay attention to see if the chat refreshed or something. So it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, we do want to see Straight Bullet when he comes in. Although somebody else will say hi to him first, and then we'll know he's here, and then you can check your top chat.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge deal. I know there's not a lot to look at out here, guys, but it appears that we're in the desert, which is weird because I didn't know there was a desert in southern Mexico, since we live in the desert in northern Mexico. They have mountains and a desert all in the same place. Kind of like California.
Steven Andrews says, I asked my steak medium rare. You can ask them to cook it more. Hard to uncook it.
Yeah, but I don't like it raw. I asked for one time medium, and it was completely rare. It was rare inside. I didn't like that.
Believe says, I told you a joke in the future, but you didn't like it.
That's right.
Didn't you tell me that joke before?
Yes, he's repeating. He's recycling jokes.
Can you turn on the air? This is getting really hot over here.
I'll turn on the vent.
We don't put it on hot though.
In 1.5 kilometers. Use the left lane to continue straight.
It's the left lane to continue straight. Daniel Morris is here.
Good morning, Daniel. Do you work on Sundays or are you closed?
Daniel says, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Beck. Drive safely today. You get well soon. Hope you're doing well, Mrs. Beck. I am doing better, yes. I was a bit nauseous, but I took a pill for that, so I'm doing much better. Believe says, I'm not awake yet. Yet this is the third live stream I'm engaging with.
Continue on Mexico 140B.
Daniel says, no, I'm off today.
Of course, a bug hit the windshield right in front of my eyes.
Did you hear Daniel?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you hear?
Continue straight for 11.8 kilometers to Mexico 140B. And to the left of that.
Maybe it's me. Let me check the map, guys. Hold on.
This road is so much better than the last one. I'm sure you can tell because you guys aren't bouncing around so much. Completely smooth, and even the repairs they did, they made them the same level as the road.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't ever want to go into 150D again. Absolutely horrible.
So what's the federal? Take it.
When we get to somewhere, I need to find an AutoZone or an O'Reilly or whatever.
Patrick said yesterday was a rough ride.
Yes, it was very bad for a long way. And you guys that just recently came in were not on the same road. We decided to take a more northern route. This is 140D, that was 150D. And after talking to people, local people, they said that the 150D is not really a safe place to go. There's a chance that something could happen. You could be attacked, killed, whatever. Or do we have to get off?
I don't know.
Because I need to buy a bolt for the reverse, for the license plate lamp, and 2 screws to put it back on there. Unless the screws are here somewhere. So take a look. But I have to put that on for him. That's the first thing they stop you for in the U.S. is not having a license plate lamp, even though the license plates are reflectorized. I didn't put a license frame on this thing or anything, so nobody can stop him and say, hey, I can't read where your license plate's from. It's as clear as day. And another one right in front of my eyes. Okay, now we're on a 2-lane road, so headlights go off. Didn't even see when we got onto the 2-lane road.
Dean Stevenson is here,
Good morning, Dean.
and Dean says, let's play bridge, underpass.
I'm keeping my eyes on them.
Lester says, not only bouncy yesterday, but loud suspension noises also.
Yeah, there was a lot, not just bouncy, but I was hitting a lot of potholes. It was really badly repaired. This one is not.
Believe says, the Dean mention of bridge trigger memories of backgammon, something I've not played since the 8th grade.
I don't know how to play bridge with cards.
Daniel Morris says, forget the Super Bowl or Olympics today. It's Mr. and Mrs. Speck all today.
We should be done with this trip before the game comes on. But later on tonight, we're probably going to do another live from the hotel. All depends on if I have any data left. Of course, we could be on We could be on their internet, can't we?
Maybe. Dean says, great game. Lester says, LP lab convenient excuse to stop you.
Yeah, that's why it should be outlawed. That should never be used as an excuse. Now here's a Volkswagen Beetle. The engine's in the wrong place though. Somebody went crazy with the school bus yellow paint.
Dan says their mom plays bridge.
I don't understand it, so I don't go near it. But the license plate lamp lens is inside the center console here, and the socket is back there, but it doesn't have a bulb, so I have to buy a 194 bulb, and I have to.
License plate reminds me.
Use the left gates to continue straight.
Okay, try. Blaine says, making up a license plate reminds me of what I did to the license plates on my 94 Civic sedan. I had to put them in there, but I didn't want anything to vibrate. I put dynamite.
Yeah.
When I sold the car, it took them a long time to get the plates off. Well, the car friend said, Volkswagen truck you sold would have been real fun on yesterday's road.
Oh,
The Omega?
The Omega? I would have shot myself.
No.
Continue on Mexico 140D, Hero, Banderola, Buda.
Even the Durango with the trailer would have been hell on that road.
Yeah.
5.2 kilometers. Continue on Casita de Cobro, Las Vegas.
Now we're on Las Vegas, huh?
Lester says, more fancy umbrellas tonight? I don't know. I don't know where the hotel.
The hotel's not at the ocean.
I don't
We
think
didn't
so.
get a beachfront hotel here. That's way too expensive. We didn't need it. We're only gonna sleep in the room and then deliver the truck in the morning.
He says, if you don't play a game like that, you could lose your clothes. Daniel says, another live with the specs tonight. Awesome, yes.
Well, we kind of set a tradition on the later Sunday nights.
Yeah.
All depends how the strength of the internet is in that hotel, and if we can find a place to do it. I wouldn't want to do it just from the room.
No, we could go to the bar maybe. But I don't know. I haven't checked the hotel until I should be doing that.
No, we can do it at a gas station or something.
Yeah.
Just keep our eyes on what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Whee! Up and down, whee!
Look, man, no hands.
I need the hands. I wish there was more National Guard cars out here.
Lester says, I have to leave for now. See you later. Please be safe.
Thank you, Lester.
Thank you,
Take
Lester.
care.
Hopefully we'll see you tonight.
It's gonna be really late for him though.
We'll be on for a couple more hours, like 2 hours.
Lester, this truck is gonna end up in your state, in Ohio. That's where it's gonna end up eventually.
In 1.5 kilometers. Continue straight.
Stop that.
It was about,
I know.
this wasn't stone. Pebble.
Reduced speed ahead.
Prepare su cuota.
There's flashing lights. Why are there so many of those wide vehicles with the pilot trucks at we don't see them running, but they're at the toll booths. It's weird. This is the third time it's happened.
Continue on Casita de Cobro, Las Vegas.
Is there like one open?
Las Vegas.
There's a police truck. State
Continue straight
police.
for
Oh, there's
52
the
kilometers
National
to
Guard
Casita de
cars.
Cobro Miradors.
196. Another 200 or 500.
500. Mándame.
Buenos días. Gracias. English and Spanish. Here's some flashing lights up here. The National Guard cars.
Sí me tocó plátano.
Okay. Here's a gas station. Where's the next? Should I put a little bit in here?
Yeah.
I'm down
This is
to
the one that was 53, I think, kilometers.
under 3/4 of a tank. So
Hopefully they have a nice bathroom.
I'm gonna put 500 pesos in here. They may fill it up. I'm not sure. Question is, do they take?
Carts.
Yeah.
I don't see a bathroom.
Should be over there.
Yep. Don't stand in front. Ooh. Thank you, Believe. No, it puts a system speaker on their PC bills. No, because most people use headsets. But I do have speakers on my PC. But not, yeah. I have a simple set of speakers.
Yon.
When he comes back, I'll find my chips. So he can yell at me for having chips. Yay. It was me.
Okay. 156.2.
Did you guys go in the bathroom?
Nope.
Mm,
Okay, that's 166.644. There's the receipt. You need to use the bathroom?
yes, please.
Why didn't you do it while I was putting gas in?
Because I don't know where the bathroom is.
So then you ask somebody.
No, I was keeping an eye on the chat. Who's gonna name?
Continue straight for 51 kilometers to Casita de Cobra Miradores.
All right.
And then ask. Should we go over there?
Yeah. The bathrooms are right there. Right, where the police station? Yeah, where the police station? Can you park there? Do you fit?
Not
Or
really.
do you want to park in front? Do you want a chocolate or something?
I'm gonna go talk to the officer.
Oh, okay, chat. We'll be right back. Estaba fría el agua, pero fría, fría. Lo que le sigue es fría.
Do you see that celebrity that pulled in over there?
No.
It's like an 83 or 84 two-door Mexican celebrity with a stick shift in it.
Or yelling.
Oh, and there's a black. Where's the? Oh, there she is.
Over there.
There's a black dog too.
I saw a brown. ¿Qué le estás preguntando?
Huh?
¿Qué le estás preguntando?
I asked her if how's the road over here. She said it's very calm. There's no problems. It's basically the mountains up and down. They're both with the state police. Both those women with state police.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the woman with gray hair is older. But yeah, she says everything is very calm. So we chose the right
Highway?
the right highway. 500 pesos gave me just a little bit under a full tank, so it should get us all the way to where we want to be.
Dan says I now have a system speaker on my computer. My build is finally complete. It now goes beep when I put it up.
Good.
Dean says, how about Hugo pull up when I come on the net then? And Believe says, so Dan, the song memory triggered beep by Superfly is Japanese mainly. The singer is tiny, but she's got some lungs. Nobody puts a system speaker in their PC builds. Never heard it. And it says time for brunch here.
Today is Sunday.
Believe says to Dan, I remember the days when PC cases came with a power supply and those tiny speakers. Yeah, I do have like the tiny speakers. That's what I have. Believe says time for a short shower here and a quick trip to the grocery store.
We may lose the internet here right now.
But I'll keep this open for the watch time.
Thank you.
Dean says, yeah, on green line codes. Dan says, neither my case nor my mobile came with one. Believe says, Mrs. Beck, it's my pleasure. Margarita says, you're up early, Dean. Chris is here.
New York, Chris.
Drive with Misfits.
Good morning, Chris. Not that it would matter which Chris it is.
I guess. Dean says, just a normal for me if Mrs. Ecstasy is working, but she's not today. Instead, Thing 3 is up, so I'm trying to watch this on quiet without making Mrs. Ecstasy up. Search for a build that was good enough to game on. Yeah. Very good at 5:39 a.m. Wow, that's early. That's when I woke up. I woke up at 5:39 a.m. because I just couldn't sleep anymore. Because it was like we were really tired last night, so we went to bed at like 7. we were just like.
Yeah, when we got back after eating, we just didn't turn on the TV or anything. Just laid down and.
Yeah,
Mrs. Beck watched a few videos about bad things happening on 150D, and just for information.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to sleep. Tried to anyway.
Chris says just got done snow blowing the driveway of Misfits. minus 8 Fahrenheit with wind chill. Dean says neither am I, so it's a great day. Getting rid of what is now 188 hours of leave has never been easy. Believe says good morning, Barracuda. Dan says I wish I'd built some earlier and never had the confidence until I found Micro Center's build feature on their site, plus being a mobile CPU RAM bundle. Dan says my RAM is now probably worth more than the rest of the computer. Chris says Dan, confidence to build your own PC. Dean says my Mr. Barracuda is early for him, just another manic Monday.
It's Monday over there.
Chris says I'll take a chocolate. See,
I don't want to take a chance of eating anything, because as you can see, there's no bathrooms out here. There's nowhere to stop to use the bathroom. I'm just not going to eat anything.
Dan says to Chris, yes, my previous two were refurbs from Micro Center. Dan says, first all new computer I've ever had. Chris says, I built hundreds for my job so far. Feel free to hit me up with any questions you might have. Chris says, what did I...
Chris, Okay, so of dangerous things on the other road. So at dinner, Mrs. Speck contacted somebody that she works with that lives in that area, and they said basically the same. If you drive during the day, it's fine with that lives in that area, and they said basically the same. If you drive during the day, it's fine, but if there's still a chance. So we were thinking about it all night long, and get more money. Don't even joke about it. Just getting more money.
We're back.
We shouldn't have wasted the money last night on the food. So where was I? So we were looking at both the 150D, which is where we were on yesterday, the horrible road, which takes us out, and then there was this one which goes a little farther north, 140D. The difference is only 7 kilometers and maybe a couple of minutes or two. You know, okay, so what I was asking them, because they have the radio and they would know if there's anything happening, you know, farther ahead. So they said, no, everything's calm, nothing's happening. I asked them, is it mountain roads, you know, all the way? She says, yeah, basically it's mountain roads all the way to where you want to go. I said, okay. So that's what I'm prepared for, which means the signal's going to be going in and out and in and out. So, you know, hopefully you guys will bear with us. It seems to be coming back fairly quickly. But the other road, 150D, it was much worse. Not just the condition of the road, but the curves and all of that. The way the curves were, they were more severe. The guy said, the local guy said it was about 40 minutes of severe curves back and forth, winding through the mountains.
Dan says to Chris, been running it since March. Dan says pit stop. David Dean says that's what I called driveway of misfitters. Driveway of misfits says to Dan, nice. I do IT support for brain and vision researchers, so I've had to build a lot of bespoke systems with specific configurations to meet their needs. Dan says to Chris, I finally got a GPU and put it in a month ago. Chris says NVIDIA or AMD. They're talking about computers. Dean says, do you have famous people there too?
Who are they asking?
I don't know. Josh Homan is here.
Good morning, Josh.
Chris says, nice, my folks are all NVIDIA users due to special software needs. Dean says, it's off the hooking. Dan says, some computer stuff. Dean says, the frilly LED colors. Chris says, some more computer stuff. Hold on. Paco Alpha is here.
Good morning, Paco.
Paco Alfa says, hola, es la primera vez que los miro, me apareció su en vivo, me da gusto que estén por México. Una pregunta, ¿hablan en español? Sí, somos mexicanos.
Pero los otros aquí en el chat, no.
Sí, entonces como pues hablamos en inglés porque la mayoría de nuestros seguidores son americanos, bueno, no americanos, pero hablan en inglés, entonces pues sí. Pero si tienes cualquier pregunta, aquí andamos, hablamos español. Aquí andamos para responderte. Dean says, do you speak the gods must be crazy clone? What? Chris says, Dean, I have special software, more computer stuff. Dan says, I converted my 88 Mustang GT to Mass Air back in 2010 or so. Dan says, man, I could see people robbing gas stations to get these Ocean Spray Greek yogurt craisins.
We're going 25 kilometers per hour behind this truck.
I haven't tried
30.
The Greek yogurt craisins. I've tried craisins, they're really good. Dean says, Stephen English, my slave trader and pirate name are the same. Dan says, the hotel defective, he was out of sight. Chris says, feet keeps dropping, can't tell what you're saying. Ow.
That was a bunch of lawnmowers. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm really glad that the police officers are so nice here. Those two women, you know, I ask a police officer in the U.S. a question, they're going to want to know who you are, what your criminal history is, do you have a warrant?
Like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah, exactly.
The last game is beautiful. Dean says, ever sing is calm on the Mexican radio. Dean says he saw a celebrity. Olive Drive is here.
Good morning, Olive.
Chris says Olive. Dan says that truck is slower than Cincinnati. Dean says must have been Olive Drive. We saw a celebrity. Chris says they're doing road construction on a Sunday. Yeah, they work pretty much every day.
Yeah, well, that truck was, he's coming down a hill, plus it was construction, so he was keeping it as safe as possible.
I finally got off the chat.
And I kept having to put my foot on the brake behind him. I don't want to keep, using the brakes down these hills. So I just took it out of overdrive, let it coast down the hill. I don't like these blind curves. And then there's a little Hyundai behind me. The Atos, A-T-O-S, Atos. Which Robbie probably has in his country.
That says heathens. Well, they probably get paid for the extra time, which is like 3 times. So.
If they're lucky.
Okay, 2 times.
If they're lucky.
No, they do. It's per the law.
The government makes private companies pay that. That doesn't mean the government's going to pay that. Who are you going to complain to?
There's a phone number.
Yes, but you're complaining to the government about the government.
No, it's not the government.
That won't go well.
These could be slave labor. They wouldn't be there. Chris says, so you're heading to Veracruz today?
Yes, we are.
Veracruz is one word, darling.
And it's not that far away. From where we started at the hotel, it was 371 kilometers or something. So it's not far at all. We don't need to go into Jalapa. We're just gonna keep going. Veracruz, Cuota.
Dean says, as long as the government doesn't go broke. Yeah.
It's not like they're getting paid a lot of money to be out there. It's not like construction over there that they make a lot of money.
I wouldn't know.
But they have a job. There's military on the other side, green trucks.
Chris says Veracruz. I stand corrected.
Here's a tunnel, so we're gonna lose you.
Why?
I want to.
Okay. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to.
Yes. Did we lose him?
I guess so. I don't know.
No big. Little circle of death. You guys can experience these roads just like we are for the first time. We've never been here.
They're saying that we didn't lose it in the tunnel.
Didn't?
No.
Oh, nice. And it went dark on your screen just like it went dark for me. Lots of mountains here.
Chris says, how long is your drive today? It's not that long, actually.
No, it's not.
We have approximately an hour and a half left.
That depends on my speed, though.
Yeah.
And I'm not driving fast through here because this is a top-heavy truck.
Josh says, maybe the tunnel wasn't long enough.
We lost you in the first tunnel,
Yeah.
but it had lights in there. It was like going on a ride in Disneyland.
Yeah. Chris says, pretty scenery, and Dean says, tag it.
Sure is a lot of green here. The question is, what are we going to do in Veracruz for all these hours?
I don't know.
We stayed at that hotel. A new section. back. You
Um,
guys like seeing the speed limit signs with triple digits? I'm sure you're used to it, Dean.
This is American Seahawks, Patriots, or
In sports ball,
Dean says whoever wins the Stanley Cup. Dan says I want them to lose and never want to visit their cities.
I don't like bridges.
Daniel says I'm still with you guys.
Thank you, Daniel.
Chris says Dan in the city of New England. Dean says we have them in New Zealand's 120 kilometers per hour roads.
Maximum. Don't you dare go 121.
Daniel says you're welcome. Dan says to Chris, I was just still keep thinking of Boston.
Why would anybody think of Boston?
I think he didn't mean New England, he meant Boston.
Interesting though, if you don't see the K slash KM slash H on no limpio is más seguro. That's true. A clean highway is safer. Where'd that guy go to speak Spanish?
Maybe he left.
Oh.
I don't know.
They're just driving. Oh, they're military. Never mind. Milito. That is, it's white. I guess it could be National Guard.
Dan says someone needs to tell Telmex that they need more towers up there.
Towers for what? Internet? And why would they?
Gas station at 15.
I don't think we need more fuel stations. How clean was the bathroom?
Just quickly. The water was freezing.
Yeah, well, you're up in the mountains.
It was like opening the fridge and washing your hands with the cold water inside of it.
You have wet wipes here. Could have done that.
You know, I didn't know that it was that cold until I put soap on my hands. That's just because the signal isn't great. Yeah. I have to be home to look for the signal enhancer thingy that I was looking at
More food?
yes. Yeah.
At least I don't have to buy you dinner later.
I'll take McDonald's. I did found one really good ratings, and it was for a moving vehicle because a lot of the enhanced signal antennas are for stationary places.
Where would you put it in the car though?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Sweeping curves like this, I don't mind. I won't put my foot on the brake or anything, but blind curves, you don't know what's there or how severe it is. I don't take any chances. Because curves like this going downhill, I get better fuel mileage like this. If I'm not hungry, I don't need to eat anything. My doctor says I'm overweight. I'm about 170, 175 pounds, and for my height, it's fine. But I have what looks like a beer belly because of the celiac disease, my intestines are swollen and pushing the stomach out. So it looks like I'm fat, but that's not. I mean, it's hard as it can get. You touch it and it's really hard. So, but the doctor says that I'm not overweight for my height. And my son says, that's good. Here we go down again. Looks like there's some structures here. So maybe we will continue to have internet.
Pretty good so far. The helicopter.
I'm throwing something underneath it.
Looks like it. Maybe a cow. Then you're gonna get in trouble. This is. I just did a fridge raid. If I eat a tub of SSXC Calo authentic Greek yogurt again, I'm a dead man.
Replace it before she gets up.
She says, so just a spoonful. She won't notice. You're gonna get in trouble. He says, unlike you, I'm very ugly from my height. And says, portable weed boost could possibly help me on these road trips. We use them in camping and overlanding. Let me write it down.
What's that?
Portable weed boost. Hold on, let me write it down.
I'm not signaling to anybody on the lane changes. I just like flashing lights. That's all.
In 1.5 kilometers. Continue straight.
Another toll booth.
Okay, I wrote it down. I'll look it up when I get home.
We're gonna need money.
Okay. Dean says I'm very cumbersome for my weight, sorry. Dean says, at least I'll die happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Chris
absolutely.
says, be back in a little bit, it's lunchtime.
Reduced speed ahead.
Bring me something.
She needs another bag of chips. Which one is money, money, money?
Continue on Casita de Cobro Miradors.
Both those two.
Look at those.
¿Cuánto es?
196 again. I hope we brought enough money. 2,900.
Hola, buen día.
Buena.
Buen viaje, adiós.
Gracias. It actually feels really nice outside.
Continue
Yeah.
straight for 8.1 kilometers to Veracruz, Florida.
How many kilometers?
8.
So we have another toll booth in 8 kilometers.
No, I think we have a turnaround or something. Are we in Veracruz?
I don't know.
I think so.
You can see on the receipt. If we're already in Veracruz, that's good.
I think so. 60.
The exit.
Terminando 1500 metros, dice.
I didn't see any sign that said you were leaving Puebla, entering Veracruz. Solo carril 250 metros. You guys don't have that Volkswagen over there. It says Terra, T-E-R-A is the name.
You don't have, oh, I have yogurt at the house. I have yogurt.
We're not at the house.
I know.
So is this still 140?
No, that's 10D. Wait, no. Yes, now it's 140.
Okay, but this is where we're supposed to be.
Yes.
Okay. Said it was gonna be one lane. So turn the headlights on. Now turn it back off.
I don't know, but
Looks like there's gonna be more traffic here.
looks like it.
More traffic and more trucks. But that's okay. Oh, gas at 100 kilometers. Oh,
100
sorry, 100 meters. I don't need gas. So is it about an hour to where we need to go now?
Yeah, something like that. Dean says virtual signaling will pull up. The emergency said driveway, have a beautiful lunch. Bear Rose Garage is here.
Good morning, Bear Rose.
They say hello everybody, just getting ready to head back up to the shop though. I'll pop in and say hello.
Hello.
Thought I'd pop in and say hello. Dean says what happens if Tills wait. What?
If you don't understand, pass it. Pescados y mariscos.
No, the rate is mild. Let me see if I understand this correctly. Dean says, what happens if Tills keeps taking you to you while the rain is up and the light is green, but your green truck isn't able to move? Does the rail then come down?
No.
No,
It'll come down after you move through it.
yeah, it's not. It's a manual thingy.
This road has not been bad at all. Not in any area.
1.5 kilometers. Use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left.
Are we going up that hill? I hope we're not going up that hill.
Manuel Fuentes is here.
Good morning, Manuel.
Manuel Fuentes says, el abandon feliz es mi favorito. What? I don't recognize that. No reconozco el abandonado feliz. ¿Es una canción?
Veracruz,
No lo conozco.
para allá.
Sí, sí, pero no.
So we're not in Veracruz yet.
Stay to the left to Veracruz Road.
Veracruz, Quota.
Continue straight for 10.6 kilometers to Casita de Cobro, Plan del Rio.
We're not going that ditch. I do not want to be scraping you off the front of my truck.
I don't know what's called.
Is that what I think it is up there?
It's Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Is that a combi?
Looks like it.
A very,
Cumbersome coming.
yeah. It is the liquid cooled. It's got the radiator on the front. Why would he put such a high thing on it though? I thought we were top heavy. Going into corners and that thing would scare the heck out of me. But his liquid cooled engine is powering that thing pretty well. He's keeping up with traffic. keeping up with the speed limit.
Joe car is here.
Good morning, Joe.
Your name makes my brain go funny.
That's his handle, actually.
I know.
He's a, what does Tony like to call them? Viewer of Tony's channel. Are we up in the hill again?
I don't.
How did that happen? I don't remember going up.
It is a mountain range.
Well, apparently we're going to be going back down if they're going to have a brake ramp for the big trucks. My ears need to pop.
Solo sabemos. Disminuye.
That was a piece of pork that was stuck in my teeth. Even after brushing my teeth.
Daniel says you're going uphill. How's your temperature?
Temperature does not move. It stays a little bit under the middle of the gauge. Temperature hasn't moved this whole trip. It always stays exactly where it is. So does the oil pressure. It's halfway between the middle of the gauge and like 3/4.
How was the oil pressure this morning?
The oil pressure is good and the oil's good in the truck. It needs an oil change. Definitely needs an oil change. Another toll booth.
Another toll.
We should lose him here. We've got walls on both sides of us.
Maybe.
In 1.5 kilometers. Continue on Casita de Cobra, Plan del Rio.
Daniel says nice.
This is a pretty nice drive,
Yeah.
even with the mountains and all the greenery. Almost completely clear sky. Little wispy clouds.
Reduced speed ahead.
The closer we get to the Atlantic Ocean, last time I was in the Atlantic Ocean was 1989 in Florida, Bradenton, Florida.
Continue on Casita de Cobra, Plan del Rio.
Is this 196 too?
Looks less.
Approaching a toll booth.
80? No, 108.
66. Gotcha.
In 5.4 kilometers.
Oh, I'm
Stay to the left to Mexico 140, Libramiento Rinconada.
When's the last time you guys saw a Dodge Neon on the highway with a bad voltage regulator?
Here, 6. Give me them. ¡Un perro!
Gracias.
Ay, no lo guardé.
Did you guys see the lights flashing on the Neon as he was sitting there? Yeah, either the alternator's gone or the voltage regulator's not working. So we may see him sitting on the side of the road with a dead battery at some point.
Daniel says, wish I was there with you both. That is beautiful landscape. I love mountain roads.
Who said that?
Daniel.
Yeah, it's nice here, Daniel.
Josh says,
Nice weather too.
Josh says, I haven't seen a neon in a long time. Dean says, Davos is off the highway and its voltage regulator is fine.
I want this ambulance to pass me.
Dean says Davos has one.
I want to see if this is a real ambulance or somebody converted it to a camper. Yeah, I know Tavo has one, but his steering wheel's on the wrong side. Don't tell me there's another Volkswagen van out here.
Or no?
That has to be a liquid-cooled van. There's no way the air-cooled would keep up the speed.
Dean says, actually, it's on the right side.
Look at this, another Volkswagen van, panel van. Oops, it's air-cooled. Okay, I'll eat my words. I'm still driving faster than him. And of course, then you have the Beetle with no hood. You need earmuffs to drive that thing. That's a little past patina for me. It's all rust. I want this ambulance to pass me. I want to see it. I can't go any slower, man.
In 1.5 kilometers. Stay to the left.
Oh, okay, it's a real ambulance. It's the newer Ford van.
Dean says, Chrysler, you're not her wisdom made it so. Daniel says, now you're talking my language. Ambo RV. My dream is a C4500 Kodiak Chevy Ambo conversion.
That's a big cab to be hauling around. A camper.
Dean says, the sound goes behind you in a bug.
I've been in them. I know what they do. Especially on a highway when you have these barriers here. The sound just bounces off and comes right at you. I think the best ambulance is the square ambulance with the van front end.
We're gonna make it switch to we're gonna go that way.
Stay to the left to Mexico 140. Liberevia
Okay.
to Rinconada.
The square van, Ford front end, diesel engine. Still leave all the lights on the
Continue
roof.
straight for 10.4 kilometers to Mexico 180 Dirección Cardel, Veracruz, Quota.
You put a trailer hitch on the back and haul your car trailer, so you can go pick up your car trailer. Inside the van, all of the cabinets will hold all of your tools and your jack and everything. And then you have your emergency lights on the van, on the ambulance, and a lot of spotlights, so you could light up the whole area at nighttime like it's daytime, that when you're loading your vehicle. It's the perfect tow vehicle for picking up cars. You get good mileage, you get the diesel engine, you get all the comfort of the pickup cab or the van cab, either one, and you have all the storage for your tools in the back and plenty of power to pull the car trailer. It's the perfect towing vehicle. Nobody's gonna mess with you out there with all of your emergency lights and sirens and everything. He's not even playing with his lights out here.
Huh.
Stick in the mud.
He doesn't have lights.
Of course, he can't. No, he doesn't. Of course, he can't see the lights flashing when he's inside the van, so I'll give him a pass. I'd be playing with the siren though. Although it's an electric siren, so you really can't hear that either.
Daniel says, I only like box handles.
Yeah, you get the right engine in it, and it'll run forever and have enough power to tow anything. And they even do pretty good in speed. You know, they keep up pretty good speed. I wonder if you were towing an empty car trailer to go pick up a car. I'm talking about here in Mexico. In the U.S., you'd end up in jail. But if you have the emergency lights on and you're driving down the highway towing a car trailer, would a cop pull you over? The National Guard? Would anybody ask you anything? Because the lights really don't mean anything. Costa Rica is 200 kilometers up that way.
Yeah.
We don't even have 100 kilometers to go yet anymore, do we?
No.
Okay, so well, let's see what kind of speed we can keep up. But my computer is saying that I'm averaging 24.6 miles per gallon on this thing. No, you're not. You're staying right there. That's where you belong. Is it even possible for a 5.9 to get 24.6 miles per gallon? Up and down hills in the mountains?
Dean says 390, 429, early Cadillac Versus.
You can't get gas mileage out of those.
Paco Alba says, bueno, tengo que retirarme, ya estoy suscrito y los empiezo a seguir, me gusta este tipo de contenido. Saludos desde Matamoros, Tamaulipas.
Gracias.
Gracias Paco por seguirnos. Aquí andamos para cuando gustes. Vamos a estar en vivo un poquito más tarde hoy. Generalmente estamos en vivo los sábados a las 2 horas a las 2, no, a la 1 hora
2
hora montaña.
Hora montaña.
A las 2 horas montaña. Y los domingos a las 9, 10 hora montaña
Sí,
también.
9 y media.
Más o menos. De la noche.
See, that guy had his siren on.
Cuando gustes aquí estamos. Someone says, not the National Guard, but the police will take issue. And emergency says, most states you have dire the emergency lights, one turn them into camping floodlights.
You only have to cover up the forward-facing reds. Rear-facing reds are perfectly acceptable.
Dean says, yes, higher gear.
I've already been through that. I had a Pontiac ambulance back in the 80s. I had my forward-facing reds covered. Everything was good.
How many?
Nobody can say anything about that.
Multiple lanes merging ahead.
Why? Stupid bugs on the windshield.
No sé, bebé.
Speed bumps. Oh, a severe one. Oh. It's usually more spread out than that. So this is where the National Guard is. This is their little house. So this is what is this?
In
There's no
1
names
kilometer,
on the map.
use either lane to stay to the left to Mexico 180 Dirección Cardel, Veracruz Quota.
Cardel, not cartel. Cardel. With a duh.
Papa and Lloyd.
Yep. They're all over the place. Especially out here. Where they've come to. Oh, they don't have to be that big.
¿Qué pasó?
You're supposed to say that's what she said.
She'll never say that.
Only a smart woman would. That was a smaller one. See, this is a poblado population right alongside the highway.
Está bonito.
So they make you slow down as you drive through, and then they try to sell you everything under the sun.
Literally.
Literally.
They were going that way.
Stay to the left to Mexico 180 Dirección
That's what I planned on.
Veracruz Quota.
That's what I planned on going this way. Coming down to 3/4 of a tank. There's no way I'm going to use a half a tank of gas in 57 kilometers. So what are we going to do? Just drive around Veracruz.
Continue straight for 7.1 kilometers to Mexico 180 Tamarindo, Jose Cardel.
Me recuerda a donde andábamos con la van buscando el Fairmont.
Yeah. And we didn't find it.
Gas station.
We had to go to other states to find a Fairmont. If you can't find it in Mexico City, there's something wrong.
A ver, Dean says on a highway the truck is geared to suit the extra 15 horsepower. Daniel says when I convert a C4500 Chevy Ambo into a 4x4 camping rig, you might see me YouTubing. Dean says fuel consumption then flat lines with bigger engines. Chris says lunch has been accomplished. What did I miss? Not much. We've just been talking.
Yeah, just driving. Lots of curves. There's a Dodge Neon up there. Who said that? Was that Chris?
I guess.
Chris, you missed 2 Volkswagen vans. One was liquid cooled, other was air cooled on this road.
Steven says, okay, hot breakfast. How we doing? So Chris
This
and
is a
Steven,
Dodge Neon right here.
Chris and Steven came back.
Steven, there's a Dodge Neon in front of me.
Dean says in Australia our 250 and 265 6-cylinder 2-barrel carburetors had the same carburetor. Not 2-barrel cars had the same carburetor as a 302 and 318 2 barrels.
With these lesser jets.
Same fuel consumption on the open road. On the road, towing the 302 and 318 couldn't use as much.
So you're saying always go for the V8. The only reason to get a 6-cylinder is to get better fuel mileage.
We're approximately an hour away from our destination.
100 kilometers. That
We're
thing-
at 48, but again, depends on how you drive and depends on.
Well, I need to use a whole lot of fuel. I'm at 3/4 of a tank. Should I just floor it everywhere?
I don't know. That's up to you. But I don't want you to floor it.
Here's Speedy Gonzalez in a Seat of some kind.
Dean says yes. The flooring it? No.
This truck does not like to be floored.
In 1.5 kilometers. Use the right 2 lanes to continue straight.
Seat Leon. town and see what it looks like?
Just written out. Jose Cornell.
I'd like to leave the luggage at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
In 3.7 kilometers. Stay to the left.
You didn't get the hotel room, did you?
Dirección Costa Rica.
I forget it right now.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it at the gas station when we were stopped.
No, I can do it on the app. But stay to the left. Can you remember that?
What?
Stay to the left.
Stay to the left.
Yeah.
It said stay to the right.
Well, that's what side is that?
That's left.
There you go. I'm gonna wait until this crossing.
I'm not sure my back can take another trip like this in the very near future. But once we document everything that is happening with this, then more people will probably want to have it done. Shipping the vehicles out to Jacksonville.
In 1.5 kilometers. Use the left lane to stay to the left.
Stay to the left.
Costa Rica, Veracruz. We want the port. We do have us going to the port.
Stay to the left to Mexico 180 Dirección Costa Rica.
Yeah, was going to the port, right?
Yeah. Dile específicamente.
Okay.
Continue straight for 14.8 kilometers to Casita de Cobro, Plantina.
Okay. You continue on this road. I'm gonna get to the hotel. Steven Andrews says, how many trips to Nogales have you made? Would you say it's easier than to Veracruz?
It's much easier to Nogales. We've been 8 or 9 times. We delivered all the vehicles there, except for this one. This is the first one we're delivering to Veracruz. I think on the next one, what I'm going to try to do is have my transport company bring it down to Mexico City, and then we will fly in and pick it up from there and just drive it 400 kilometers to the port instead of doing all of this for 3 days in hotels and everything else. I think that would be the better thing. It's going to cost the client a little bit more, but the car's going to drive over a lot fewer potholes. We don't get to do as much of a live, but if we do drive another one down, we're going to go on a different route altogether.
Construction reported ahead.
Yeah, we can see that. There's no lines on the road or anything. So we're going to go a different route than come in through Costa Rica in Veracruz, and then it's like 400 kilometers down the coast. So we'll get to see more of the state of Veracruz. And we'll avoid all of these bad roads and stuff here. Not saying those are good roads, but we'll have to see. I don't know.
So the room is $935 without taxes, and 100 more is ocean view.
No, we don't need. Well, no, because that's just going to be it's just going to be a window, right? Or do they have balconies?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Let me see.
Ocean view is always good. I guess we can open the window and have a little bit of fresh air coming in. Stinky, fishy fresh air.
What's a full American breakfast?
Eggs, I guess. Unless they're calling it a continental,
No, it's
which is just bread.
it's a free full American breakfast.
Okay, well, that's good.
Um,
Remember, we need to find a place to get this washed tomorrow.
yep. So it'll be 12.63.
Okay, that's acceptable. That including breakfast?
I think so. It doesn't say here.
I wonder if there's a restaurant there. They usually have a restaurant at those hotels. I mean, a real restaurant, like people stop and go to a restaurant, like a Boss Big Boy type thing.
Oh, I only got it for 1 day. We need it for 2 days.
No, we don't.
Why?
We need it for tonight. We're leaving tomorrow.
No, because the plane doesn't leave. It leaves early in the morning.
What?
The plane leaves early in the morning.
So we're gonna stay there an extra day?
I think so.
Get it for 1 day and we'll look for another flight.
Yeah. Okay, I got it for 1 day.
We can always extend it if we need it.
Yep.
It's a weekday, so. Turn off your hazard lights. We know you have a bad electrical system in that neon.
Okay. 8 kilometers to the next caseta. Okay, chat, what are you guys doing? Daniel says, what is the temperature outside? Let me confirm that for you 1 second.
Not cold.
It's not cold. Love it. It's 72 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius.
There's no chill in the air at all.
It's really sunny.
I do not want to be behind these people. They've loaded a truck with a whole bunch of people. Lots can go wrong with that one.
Uh-huh.
There's no protection at all.
Dan says, I'd like to see what a 289 or 302 would do for my trucks in miles per gallon. Dan says,
Probably get better miles per gallon because you won't have to be putting it to the floor as much.
Can I swear?
Yes.
Okay. Dan says, motherfucking 25 Fahrenheit here. Chris says,
You got triple from you.
Chris says, splurge and get the ocean view. Yeah, it was only 100 pesos, so yeah, we did got the ocean view. Daniel says, Tarmac live chats are awesome. Stephen Andrews, second channel, says, eggs, bacon, sausage, toast, pancakes. Is that what the...
That's American, yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
What is the underlying, who's the underlying owner of the hotel?
Well, it's Steven Ramada, so I don't know.
Okay, it's Ramada then.
It says... Wyndham.
Wyndham. So that's the same as we stay in Estado de Mexico. And we just stayed last night.
Yeah. Dan says, it's biscuits and gravy. Daniel says, Dan says, Nissan hard.
Yeah, very hard. Hard hit too.
Didn't check what time it's supposed to go in. But it's only 12, sorry, it's only 12 right now.
12, right. It's usually 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to leave the luggage at the hotel.
Yep.
And then we can drive around so nobody breaks our windows and steals our stuff.
Yep, yep.
Go to Walmart. That's right. Maybe they have muffins there. The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
I found muffins in Guadalajara and Mazatlan, but nowhere else.
Did you get the reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Burn that gas. I need it to go down. Burn like 3/4 of a tank.
Chris is be back in a bit. Okay, Chris. We're almost to our destination, so
Continue on Casita de Cobro, La Antigua.
we're almost at those.
I hope they don't reject it because it's gonna have maybe a half a tank of fuel. Tell them it won't blow up. It's not an electric vehicle.
More about Karina.
Right.
No, Roxana, sorry, it's Roxana.
Don't think about that right now. Today's Sunday. Another toll booth.
Ruta 180.
Approaching
Money,
the
money,
toll booth.
Another song.
Continue on Casita de Cobro, La Antigua.
Ay, no, no te salgas.
Automobiles are
Continue straight for
82.
15.1 kilometers to Mexico 180D, Cardel, Veracruz.
Sorry, se me salió la tarjeta. Okay.
My ears are all clogged up. Why do I have my headlights on?
No sé, cariño.
What is this?
Buenos días. Cambio.
Gracias.
Por favor.
He looks surprised I said that. Let's go over to this one. How far away are we?
26 kilometers from Natal.
26?
Dan says Rosanna Dana.
Yeah,
Don't know what that is. And then he got excited about the acceleration.
I do. One of Gilda Radner's characters. Rosanna Dana. She was a reporter. We're almost here. So that means I need to slow down. And keep doing this. I have to burn this gas.
That's what I was thinking. Said slow down. I thought you were burning grass.
Getting back up to speed is the burning of the fuel. That's okay. When we deliver it, we'll deliver it with what it has.
Daniel says Mexicans make going NASCAR pulling out of the gates.
I can't floor it all the way down because the truck does not like that. He throws a temper tantrum. So a kick down is fine. But putting it all the way to the floor, he doesn't like that. I don't know if I want to live in a state with X as the first digit on a license plate.
¿Por qué?
Because you can't really come up with many words for the license plate.
Xilófono.
Okay, and
Jalapa.
that doesn't sound like an X. It sounds like a J.
No es mi culpa.
Why isn't it Zalapa?
Porque es Jalapa.
down we go.
Believe says, I'm keeping this tab open as I engage with Steve. Say hi to Steve for me.
Hello, Steve.
Well, not,
Yeah, tell him hi from me.
well, not for me.
And what
because-
color cup is he using?
Not for me because he doesn't know me. But
And what color cup is he using? I want to know.
yeah.
That was cane. That was sugar cane on that truck. So
Okay.
he must be growing it around here somewhere.
Quiero tunas.
We're not buying fruit. We
Ah.
cannot transport fruit.
No. Pero puedo comerme.
You're always thinking about eating.
I am.
Stop
Especially
it.
fruit. Tengo sed.
Are those two people that have bicycles on the back of their vehicles together?
Muy posible.
This guy's gonna get run over. Bicycle's bigger than the damn car.
The tire's going.
That is a Vento. That's the perfect size car for an Uber. The Volkswagen Vento. Mid-size, 4-cylinder, stick shift. Runs forever. I'm sure you're gonna tell me where and how to get off.
I am an expert.
Yes, you are. There's a car down the road.
You also told me that I need to eat the snacks because of the plane.
No, I said we need to throw them away.
I'm not gonna throw them away. They're perfectly good snacks.
I'm gonna lose all my fuel mileage here.
You can go in 33, which is better than before. Paso del Toro. Going straight.
I figured that.
Zona portuaria.
Why are these motorcycles on my road?
No sé, pero hay Hapag-Lloyd. MSC. MSC is the one that answered me about the transporting, by the way.
Okay.
I don't remember what it stands for, but it's MSC. And they transport from Mazatlan to Canada, and they only switch boats once.
So they're going to be handling the vehicle more than once.
I don't know if they're gonna be handling the vehicle or they're gonna leave it in the container, handling the container.
They don't go on containers. They're roll on, roll off.
I don't know.
We don't rent containers.
Ocupo que me hagas tus preguntas para que se las haga yo al muchacho y le pregunte qué pedo,
Yes.
porque no sé.
See, now we're getting more clouds because we're getting closer to the ocean. I haven't had the air conditioner on in this truck this whole time.
Isn't it on right now? It feels cold.
No, it's just the vent.
It feels cold.
It's just the vent.
That's weird.
It's gonna feel cooler when the air is cooler outside than it is in here.
Are you sure?
I am about 99.8% positive. You're feeling the difference between your body temperature and the air.
In 1.5 kilometers. Use the left 2 lanes to continue straight.
You still have the lanes to continue straight.
There's only 2 lanes.
Right now, there's only 2 lanes.
Something smells.
Yeah.
There's another one with a bicycle.
Believe says Steve specifically chose a cup that matches his shirt just for you, and you are driving.
What color is it though? I can't see his shirt either, Believe.
Danielle says, I feel those G-forces. Dan says, Steve is wearing a purple shirt that matches cup and you're missing it.
There's purple cups?
It's every color cup.
No, there isn't.
I'm gonna buy you a package for your birthday.
There is not every color cup.
180
There is
are
too.
now clear groups.
Now I know what to get you for your birthday.
Continue straight for 8.4 kilometers.
See, what kind of words do you put for this license plate? XCM. X-rated. Chump. Married.
Cholo con mamitis.
That's what everybody has these days. They get pulled over. I want to call my mommy. You're 35 years old.
I will call my
I want to
mommy.
call my mommy.
I will call my mommy. Mind you, I will call my daddy. 'Cause I don't think my mommy will know what to do.
Their mommies won't know what to do either, but they're 35 years old. They ran from the police. They got pitted. Call my mommy. You're 35 years old, man. Soriana?
Believe says purple. Believe says, I didn't let Steve know you guys said hi from the road. He said neat.
Good.
Josh says nothing too flattering.
Soriana.
We're gonna continue straight.
Now we're like driving through town, but we have to get to a certain off ramp.
Yeah.
So we basically made it.
There's a Walmart right here.
What?
There's a Walmart over here.
Is there?
Sam's Club.
Well, we're going to the hotel first.
Walmart.
Or you want to stay here? Start? No.
I don't know. Sure. Yes. No. Maybe.
Can we get back on the highway?
Maybe.
Exactly. Maybe. No, there's paid parking and everything else. I'd rather take an Uber or something.
Okay.
Nissan, what are they selling?
But we're supposed to waste gas.
Yes, but I don't want anybody breaking in here and taking the paperwork
How
and everything else.
are you doing on gas?
It went down about 1/8 of a tank.
Yeah. Well, how are you? Like, how is it right now? Like, what is it right now?
It's a little under a quarter, a little under 3/4 of a tank.
Okay.
I think we're gonna deliver it with whatever it has. She's gonna have to deal with it. Doesn't make the vehicle unsafe. It's if the vehicle has a full tank, it's more safe because liquid gasoline does not burn.
Can be safer.
Whereas I need the AutoZone though.
Jason, what's going on?
It's right there.
Ahí está.
And I hope the light works back there. I need two 194 bulbs. Well, I need 194 bulb and 2 screws to put it in.
This here. Since this one is not on it anymore. We made it in 2 hours. It was supposed to be a 3-hour trip. Three
What?
and something hour
What are
trip.
you talking about?
Well, the live has been on for 2 hours.
No. We left the hotel at what time?
I don't know.
It was like 9 o'clock.
I don't know.
8 something.
Chedraui. We should go to Chedraui
Why?
because we don't know what they have.
I think it's meats.
Ouch.
Is there a way to get into AutoZone?
I think so. We just have to bypass this bus. Ow.
Brises Centro Comercial. I don't feel anybody.
to stay in the truck?
Sure.
Don't walk in front of the camera. Or do you want me to
You're gonna be in the sun though.
you want me to close the front of the camera?
Actually, why don't we end it?
Okay.
Pick that up, please. Okay, guys, we're basically here. I have to do a few things here on the truck, and we have a couple of minutes more to get to the hotel. I don't think it's a good idea to show which hotel we're in, just in case somebody wants to come visit us, and we don't want that. So, thank everybody. Thank all of you for being here and sticking with us through all of the lack of internet.
Yeah, for
And
the spottiness.
look for us later tonight. We're gonna find a good place to do a live, and hopefully give you something to look at. But I don't know what's at the hotel, or what did we pay an extra 100 pesos for?
Ocean view.
So it's close to the ocean then.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Believe says it's our pleasure. Steven Andrew says, get in the zone, out of zone. And then it says, have a great day, see you tonight. Liz says it's all about the engagement. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Hit the like button, please, or the dislike button, or whichever you want.
Adios, friends.
Why is that still going?
Because it's,
No, don't touch anything.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, it shows we pulled in there.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Thank you,
Adios.
guys. Bye-bye.